Hello, my beautiful reader friends. It's Tiffany with an IE, as you can see. Welcome back to my channel. I was gonna post this video on Monday, but I didn't even get around to filming it until today because I've been really busy. And I've also been recovering from foot pain and sore arms and stuff, but yeah, anyways, today I'll be doing my February wrap up, and I ended up reading 17 books this month, which was 10 books less than last month. So I was like kind of in a reading slump, but yeah, it's still quite a good number. So let's just get into it. So I have a mix of picture books again and also regular books. But the first book is this one, Pete the Cat and His Magic Sunglasses. This, of course, is a picture book. And last month I read Pete the Cat, I Love My White Shoes, which is another picture book. And yeah, gave this 5 stars. It's really cute. And then the next 3 books I'm going to talk about together because they're in the same series and I read them with one of my kids that I tutor. So the first one is Mrs. Roopy is Loopy, which is the 3rd book in the My Weird School series. The first one that we read last month was Miss Daisy is Crazy. We read the 3rd one first because she couldn't find the 2nd one, and then we read the 2nd one after she found it, which is Mr. Klutz is Nuts. And then we read the 4th one, which is Miss Hannah is Bananas. All 3 of them got 5 stars. They're really fun, really short. They have like a very similar like structure for each of the books. There's expected dialogue and funny stuff that we know that's going to happen, but each of them are interesting, and yeah, all the teachers at the school are pretty weird. The next book is another book that I read with one of the other girls I tutor, and it's the 7th book in the Dork Diaries series, which is like the TV star one, or Tales from a Not So Glam TV Star. And I would consider this a graphic novel. But yeah, this was really cute and really fun. I am really enjoying these books a lot, more than I thought I would. But yeah, definitely way better than Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Even the art style is better. And it's just like, it just has so much more heart and everything. So definitely 5 stars. The next book I read, well, this is my mom's book. It doesn't have a cover, so I'll pop up an image of the cover here. But it is We're Going on a Bear Hunt. It's another picture book. 5 stars, classic. The next book, I have this giant pile of stuff, books right here. But here's my notebook. So the next book is The Glass Arrow by Kristen Simmons. I gave this 5 stars, was really surprised by this. It is a standalone dystopian described as The Handmaid's Tale meets Blood Red Road. And yeah, it's interesting. Social commentary about women, and yeah. But I read this in my Unwrapping My TBR vlog, which I'll link in the cards. And yeah, since I finally figured out how to use the cards. But yeah, I enjoyed this. Like I said, 5 stars. And then the next book was These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. Also 5 stars. I love this book so much. My friend DJ had an Instagram book club for this book, and yeah, it was really fun. It was at the beginning of February. And this, I've talked about it a bit on my channel, but it is described as Romeo and Juliet meets The Godfather in 1920 Shanghai. And it was just so awesome. Main character Juliet is so badass and just super awesome. Yeah, and I loved all the Shakespeare references, like, and the like really inventive and fresh ways that Chloe used really key scenes in the original Romeo and Juliet and changed them and put a spin on them. Yeah, in this book, it was really good. So highly recommend this, and I will definitely be reading the second book when it comes out later this year. The next thing I read, it's a short story that is like a prequel to these Violent Delights. It is called Aroma Juliet Christmas Special, and it's available on Chloe Gong's website. It's really short and sweet, and it's set when they were 15 and happy and in love before all the drama happened in this book. So yeah, very cute, 5 stars. The next book I read is a nonfiction book. It is this one, How to Do Nothing, Resisting the Attention Economy by Jenny Odell. I first heard about this book from Ariel Bassett's channel. She said it's one of her favorite nonfiction books. And it's also really pretty, like these flowers and stuff, and then the pink and the green, just look at that. But yeah, it was really interesting. I listened to the audiobook while reading it. Also listened to the audiobook for these two as well. But yeah, it was really good, really interesting and insightful, and yeah, really enjoyed it. 5 stars. The next book I read, actually the next 2 books were these. My Danny Phantom Stage Fright book, 5 stars obviously, and Stars and Constellations, which is this little science vocabulary reader. I mentioned both of these in my Little Free Library book haul and vlog, which also link in the cards, and also link all these books and video links in my description down below as well. But yeah, this one was 4 stars because it was just very simple. But yeah, I love the Danny Phantom book though. Super nostalgic. And then the next book I read was another picture book. It's called Rain Before Rainbows. It has such a pretty cover, and after I read this, I was like, oh, I want to buy my own copy of it because I love it so much. So yeah, definitely 5 stars. There's a fox on the cover, which is awesome too. Next, I read Crown of Bones by A.K. Wilder. This is the first book in like this really epic fantasy series. A.K. Wilder is the pen name of Kim Falconer. She's written some other books, and the K is her son, so she actually co-wrote this with him. But yeah, this was Mysterious Galaxy's young adult book club pick for the month of February, and Kim actually joined our book club as well over Zoom, and it was just fun talking with her about the concepts and characters and how she built this world and her process of writing it, and it was a lot of fun. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with this because the audiobook at the beginning was really odd. It had like sentences that weren't in the book, so I don't know if they were reading from like an arc or something, but it was a really good audiobook. And then after a while it didn't do that as much, and I got more into the story, and it was such a good story. The characters, the world building, it was like the plot was like an onion and just like peeling back all the layers. It was so interesting, so fascinating. I loved it a lot. So if I didn't already say, this 5 stars. The next book I read was this one, the little book of self-care for Pisces. My birthday is actually this upcoming Sunday. So yeah, so I'm a Pisces, and yeah, this book is for a vlog idea, which is basically the original idea is from Books and Lala. So yeah, I still need to read the other books for this vlog, but I really enjoyed this. It's funny because Lala in her video, she's an Aries, even though she's also born in March, but tail end of March. So she read the Little Book of Self-Care for Aries, and she actually really enjoyed it too. And yeah, I can see why. It has like a lot of stuff talking about the different types of self-care, and then it has some like different examples in the second half of the book. So yeah, definitely 5 stars. And yeah, enjoyed this so much. The next book I read was The Winter of the Witch by Catherine Arden. This is the 3rd and final book of the Winter Night trilogy by Catherine Arden. I've already read The Bear and the Nightingale and The Girl in the Tower, and this was for the Winter Night read-along that Meg with Books was hosting. And yeah, I think this one is my favorite in the trilogy. And then it would be the first one, The Bear and the Nightingale, and then the second one, The Girl in the Tower. But they were all written so well, and yeah, I just felt for the characters, especially Vasya and all she went through. But yeah, I really loved this, especially as like the conclusion to the series. So 5 stars. And then the last book I read, which was the only one I read from my February TBR game because I did not do very well. Yeah, it was Black Beauty, and oh, I listened to the audiobook for this and this as well. This I gave 5 stars. I love this edition that I have. I was really surprised by this because I haven't read that many books with horses in them. And I'm not a huge horse person. I've never been horseback riding. I'm more of a cat person. I also do like dogs. But yeah, as far as domestic animals go, I haven't really been interested in horses most of my life. But this book was so interesting. It's from the perspective of Black Beauty, who is a horse. So it's kind of like his autobiography. And it shows kind of like how horses were like treated and mistreated back then when they were like carriage horses and other stuff and back then. And this is Anna Sewell's only book, but yeah, it's really good. So I totally get why people like this, and yeah, really makes you empathetic toward horses, especially back then. But yeah, that's all the books I read this month. Let me grab my other books from my TBR game really quick because I forgot to grab those. So I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. So here are the other books from my February TBR game that I did not get to finish. So this is The Midnight Dance by Nikki Katz. She's a local author, and my friend Melissa picked this from my wrapped up books. And I've read 2 chapters of this. Yeah, February was a really busy month and it was short. I wish I had like another month within February to finish this and the other books. But yeah, so I didn't get to finish this, so I'm definitely rolling it over for this month to finish, even though my March TBR, if you've watched my March TBR game video that I had just posted last weekend, there are a lot of books that I need to read. So we'll see how this goes. And then there was Arusha and the Song of Death. I know I can like get through this like probably in 1 or 2 sittings, but I didn't even get to start this. So I am sad, but hopefully I can get to this month. Then there was The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is chunky. I read a little bit of the first chapter. I don't know if did I finish this first chapter? No, I did not. I read a little bit of this and I liked the writing so far, and it's actually interesting. I don't hate Snow as the narrator yet, as most people have, but yeah, I know this is pretty polarizing and I haven't heard great things about it, but I will push through and read the rest of this month, hopefully. And then the one book for my January TBR that I still haven't completed is A Creature of Moonlight. I'm like here, so I am making my way through it, but I just have a lot to read. And I had forgotten to mention in my March TBR game that I have 3 books for review videos that I have to do. 2 of them are this week, 1 of them's next week, so I need to read those as well. And then I was hoping as well to read the Grisha trilogy as well as the Six of Crows duology this month, because Meg with Books is doing another sort of like read along, because she's going to be reading Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom next week. And I wanted to read them with her, but I need to read the Grisha trilogy first. So I don't know if that's going to happen. I might have to just read those next month before the show comes out on Netflix, because it comes out April 23rd and that's near the end of the month. So I would have more time, but I don't know. So we'll see. But that is it for my wrap up. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!